Capricorn, October. This is the last month that I am going to be talking to you about Pluto because this has been going on for a while and I know it sounds really intense and it has been. You're kind of used to it, Capricorn, because Pluto, the planet of transformation and change, rebirth, that death card in tarot, that's Pluto, right? You've been dealing with that planet Pluto since 2008. So this is nothing like shocking to you. You know, it's just been intense, but you're used to it. It's been going on so long. But the nice thing is that there's some relief in sight. There's some lightness coming in that you just got used to not having. So this is a good thing. Okay. And I was thinking too, like for some of you that are, maybe you're a sun in Capricorn, but you're a Cancer rising, and maybe your moon is in Libra, right? Like then you are cardinal signs through and through. So if that's the case, then you've been having a square with Pluto with all of your signs. Does that make sense? So what I'm trying to say is it's intense. And for some of you, it's been even more intense if you're a lot of cardinal signs, meaning the signs that push forward the season, which would be the sign, what do we got? Aries, Cancer, Libra, Capricorn. Okay. So moving into lighter times here. Now, you also have, let's see what's going on. You're an earth sign, so you have a nice trine going on this month with Uranus in the sign of Taurus. That's been going on for a while. Now you have a square with Mars, the planet of action, in the watery sign of Cancer. Okay, so there's an abrasive action there, and with the planet about taking action. All right, and then you have a square with the sun in Libra until October 22nd. So it's going to be like kind of, I don't know why the word crunchy is coming to mind for you. The beginning of October, it's going to be pretty intense. This is Pluto at its final degrees, 29 degrees of Capricorn, moving into Aquarius November, I keep saying 16th, but now I'm hearing 19th. So somewhere that week. Okay. So what else? Yeah, a lot of squares. So you might need to slow down a little bit. Mars and Cancer, the square with Mars and Cancer. You may have to look at there may be legal matters you're looking at because it's Libra season and the square wants your attention. Okay, maybe there's some action in dealing with your family life. Maybe you got to go talk to a lawyer. Maybe you need to get some documents taken care of. Okay, this is like it's amped up. This is a good time to do it. Okay, it's a good time to make that call, set up that appointment. Now, there's going to be a lot of water going on the end of this month. By the end of October, we're going to have 6 planets in water signs. Okay, Capricorn, it's not your comfort zone, all these deep emotions, Capricorn. I don't know. I think of you, Capricorn. I don't know. My partner has a Capricorn moon, and sometimes he drives me nuts talking about logical answers because I'm so watery and I want to talk about emotions. But that's kind of the example of what this month's going to be like. You're going to want to talk logically and grounded because Capricorn, you're the people we turn to when we need to feel grounded. You're the people that help keep us watery people grounded, right? But now you're going to have to deal with all this emotion. You're going to have to deal with it. So you may feel there could be a little sad the end of the month even. But what I would recommend to do is to take advantage of this last little bit of Pluto in your sign. Now, granted, if you're a later degree Capricorn, which means the ones closer to the sign Aquarius, right? The later in the month, what is it? December, January, right? January Capricorns. You're still going to be close to Pluto because Pluto's going to be at 0 degrees Aquarius. And we know we go up to 29 degrees Capricorn. So if you're in those later, especially the people born like right there, cuspy, you're still going to have the intensity of Pluto there. Okay. Don't get me wrong about that. But at least it's not in your sign anymore. Okay. And I say that love-hate with Pluto. I Love Pluto. I have to love Pluto. If you look at my chart for the rest of my life, Pluto's going to be right next to my sun, my progressed sun. So you got to love Pluto. You got to deal with it. I got to deal with it, right? It's going to bring an intensity. I guess I'm doing the right kind of work for that, though. All right. So what else? Let's look at your pre-reading because I pulled a few cards here. I thought these are really interesting pre-reading. I'm not completely sure even what I feel about it. Let's see what comes out as I review it with you. So the first card that showed up is this Eight of Wands here from the Dark Mansion Tarot. And I look at her, I'm like, she's dressed up like she's works for the United States Postal Service, okay? And she looks like she's like old school. Okay, like, I don't know what year they would have dressed like that, but this is like an old-timey feel, okay? Now, I'm not the best on my news facts, but wasn't there issues with the Postal Service, like possibly not going to continue? I think we're past that, but that was like, there was talk of that during the pandemic. So it almost feels like this old way of being, right? Which Capricorn, you rule antiques. You literally rule antiques, antiquated ways of being, right? Here's this woman dressed up in this old-timey way in this business that some have wanted to change. So I don't know. I just kind of got themes of change. Like Capricorn, you don't like change, but you have been having to deal with Pluto. And it's almost like you're trying to take the old way with you forward because she's kind of moving into the future. 8 is our number of the year, which is interesting too, because 2024 equals 8. So it feels a very present time. So it's like trying to move forward, but taking the past with you. Also, there's a lot of, she's bringing messages, right? So interesting. Let's see what else we got. We got the Devil card here from the Black Cat's Tarot. I really like this version of it. And so Major Arcana, the Devil, card number 15. So the Devil is a Capricorn card. I think it's kind of interesting. There's like women. She's kind of sitting up high. She's flying up high, right? So there's a bigger view. The Devil really is about power, right? And Capricorn, you are definitely known to be powerful people, usually in positions of power. The Devil's a card of big business, but it also kind of asks you to who's got your power, who's in control. Okay, so interesting. Let's see what else we got. Then the Wheel of Fortune showed up here, and this is kind of cool. It almost looks like a roulette wheel. Okay, there's like a game being played. He looks a little scared. It looks like there's knives being thrown at him. Okay, so this is a really interesting pre-reading here. This is the Halloween Tarot. 2 Major Arcanas and an 8 of Wands, 8 of Fire. So there's a little bit of like, there's a lot of movement in some ways. There's a lot of intensity with this card. The Wheel of Fortune is a Sagittarius card, right? The bigger picture. And it's a Wheel of Fortune. It's in moving. So there's a lot of movement here, and there's a lot here about power. And I think there's a lot here about just kind of being scared about the changes. Because really the Wheel of Fortune is asking you to surrender. Okay? So yeah, I think it's pretty intense for you, Capricorn. All right, you can handle it though, Capricorn. You really can. All right, let's do a live reading now. Okay, I haven't looked at any of these cards yet, and I'm working with a couple fun decks here. I got the Black Cat's Tarot, the Dark Mansion Tarot, that Halloween. We're going to take 2 from the Halloween Tarot. I also have the Beloved Dead Oracle. We're going to pull you one from there. I have the Everyday Witch Oracle. We'll give you one from there. And this really cool little Divine Doors Oracle that I was working with here. So we're going to pull a door for you. Let's see what you're going to get here. All right, let's start with your door. So I guess it goes that way. Wow, look at that. Just kind of like built into the side of the hill. It feels like Ireland. I've never been to Ireland, but that's what I think it looks like. Okay, so this really cool like nature kind of carved right into that cliff. Interesting, really natural living. And let's see what this card says. It says nomad. The nomadic wanderer has lies deep inside, so take the leap now. Don't crawl back and hide. That is so cool, especially like the way this pre-reading was with this like trying to take the past into the future and power kind of struggles and the surrender, right? So nomad, the nomadic wanderer lies deep inside, so take the leap now. Don't crawl back and hide. Yeah, Capricorn, that's pretty spot on, I gotta say. All right, let's see what your cards are. And let's see, the month of October, we've got the Four of Swords here. This little black cat has his foot in a cast. He's putting his foot up, okay? He's being made to slow down. And Capricorn, you are like, I don't know, I think you're full speed ahead. So there's something here having you to slow down, okay? Now let's see. Page of Pentacles, young energy. Kind of taking a look at what's important, what's of value. Maybe looking financially at what's of value. Because, Pluto does rule other people's money, and it does rule combined monies. I kind of almost got the impression just now that, like, if you've had like a lawsuit, right? This, like, he's injured, right? If you've had a lawsuit that you have been waiting on, it looks like it's going to settle. It is Libra season, and he is holding a pentacle here. Okay, let's see what else we've got here. The Hierophant. The Hierophant is a mummy in this deck. Okay, so the Hierophant is card number 5. It's bringing in change. But the Hierophant is also kind of, I don't know, it's usually a priest, right? Or somebody like in the church it's being looked up to. So it has to do with stability and tradition and value, which you're really into, Capricorn. Let's see what else we've got here. But I think it's interesting that he's all mummified in bandages, and this first guy was, got his bandage on his leg. These are different decks too, which is interesting. All right, let's see what else we got. The Two of Ghosts. And I do believe this is the Two of Cups. There's compatibility here. There's beauty here. Looks like you've got some helpful friends around, some compatibility. If you're looking for love, I just kind of see you being slowed down. And I'm not going to put that on you that you have to be injured to slow down, okay? But let's not let it get to that. Let's just slow down. And it really, I don't know, there's some things about power, and of course there is, but that Devil card just really feels like you're taking your power back almost, and just not playing games with people, and just starting to realize some old things don't work, and you're almost kind of being slowed down to see that those things don't work. But then there's a lot of emotional connection, okay, and that's with all that water at the end of the month. All right, let's see what your oracles say. Play. Kind of cool. And gratitude and thanks. Okay, so gratitude, things aren't, his legs hurt, but he's okay. He's wrapped up, but it looks like he's still celebrating Halloween. So there's an element of play here, which we had the Wheel of Fortune that looked like play. And this Devil card is definitely very playful. There's a lot of movement here that kind of looks exciting. There's some excitement this month, okay? But there's an intensity this month. So just hold on, Capricorn. You're going to get through this, and you're going to be feeling really good, okay? Really good. All right, I'm going week by week here with the Everyday Witch Mini to see what you need to know. Going 4 weeks for the month of October. See what week 1 says. You've got the Tower card here. Uranus energy. You do have you have a trine going on with Uranus. So I like her face. It looks like she's responsible for the breaking down of that tower, which normally the Tower doesn't look like a person in control of it. So I really like that. There's some structures that needed to break down. It's also a card of like, it's Aquarian energy, right? So you're kind of almost laughing sarcastically that Aquarians are getting Pluto. All right, week 2, the Emperor. So you've had 2 major arcanas, week 1, week 2. The Emperor's the boss. He's looking at his plans there. And it's coming in over this Page of Pentacles. So there's definitely some power there. I really still keep getting the vibe that like some monies are showing up. Week 3 is the Magician. 3 major arcanas in a row. This is Pluto again. It's Mars and Pluto. You got everything to make the magic happen there. And then that's about the week that the sun moves into Scorpio. So week 3, because I think it moves in on the 22nd. So you've got a Scorpio card there. So that shows that things are going to get a little smoother as we get there. Okay. I think if you slow down, you might enjoy it. Here's the Hierophant again for week 4 as a yoga teacher, slowing down, connecting, staying grounded, putting in some like, not tradition, repetition, something like almost like going to the yoga class on Friday night every week. That's kind of the vibe I was getting from that you might be meeting people. Okay. If you're looking to meet people, yoga class might be where it's at, or something that includes play and taking on the attitude of a really great gratitude. Be happy that you're not going to have to deal with Pluto in your sign again for the rest of your life. All right. And the state of the world, there is a way, we can always find a way to be in gratitude with all that's going on. Okay, now let's move these cards over to the side. And we're going to do some dice here and some charms because I hear you guys like charms. So here's this gigantic punch bowl of charms. See what we got here. Just going to toss them around and throw some right across the top. All right, now I'm going to roll some dice. Okay, your dice are Neptune, Sagittarius, seventh house. Neptune, planet, the great healer, the planet of illusion and delusion, creativity, spirituality, but kind of the retreating back, stepping away, Neptune, okay? And then Sagittarius, which I think Neptune, let's see, wasn't like Jupiter was the original ruler of Pisces. Anyways, Neptune and Sagittarius have like a connection. I think they're like considered cousins or something, but there's a connection there. Okay, so there's a spiritual connection there, and there's like a spiritual healing energy from that. And the 7th house is the house of relationships. Okay, it's Libra's house. So it looks to me like it's almost like, Sagittarius is the philosopher, the student, the teacher, the wanderer. It's almost like I feel like there's a coming back together with someone. Maybe you had a misunderstanding with someone, or maybe someone you parted ways with for a while. I almost get like there's a healing. There's someone coming back around. All right, let's see. We've got the letter P, N, J, Y, and another N. Okay, so if those are anybody's initials, let's see what other stuff we've got here. We've got the letter Z up top along with a guitar. And it looks like there's a good amount of energy there on the 30th of September. You have a mermaid and the letter I and symbol here, which I think is for Jesus, on the 30th. Okay, the letter I. So then combined over here, we have the word pin, yin. What else? We've got on the 1st a coin here that says Monument Valley. And over here on the 4th, you have a little angel cherub on the 4th. And let's see here. The 16th has a good amount of energy here. It has a moon phase here. It says 6. And I think this might be a piece of shungite. The letter R and the word E. I guess it does spell ER. So just watch your footing. Be careful around the 16th of the month. Stay really grounded. Interesting that this piece of what I think is shungite fell there too. And shungite is known for keeping you grounded. So please maybe put some shungite in your pockets. Watch your footing. Maybe use some ankle weights to keep you really, really grounded. Okay. And then we can also make, what other words can we make here? Okay, nothing yet, but we have an R and an E. The 18th, we have a bird, large bird. 21st, 5 of diamonds and a building there on the 21st. 5 is a number of change. Lots here on the 23rd. You've got the symbol, which I think is for Pisces. This little saw, a circle, and the 3 of hearts, which feels like the 3 of swords to me. And so this, yeah, like almost like someone's coming back, like an old wound is like showing up. I think that's what I was getting about these dice. It's intensity here on the 23rd. So just watch yourself. In the 16th and the 23rd, you have a lot of intensity. The 31st, you have an angel wing along with a symbol for Mary, Mother Mary. You got a measuring tape and a flag. They kind of fell between like the 31st and the 1st. Okay, so Halloween. Got angels and Mary and a flag and a measuring tape. Interesting. On the 31st. And we missed this little sewing machine on the 26th. Okay, so some active days there, but it looks like the most active days are the 16th. Well, let's start there. 30th of September. The 16th, the 21st, the 23rd, and the 31st seem to be where most of the intensity is here with the charms. Let's see what the dice have to say. So you rolled Neptune, which rules the sign Pisces, and we know that the moon will be in the sign of Pisces on Sunday, October 13th through to the, let's see, where was I? Sunday, October 13th, 3:55 p.m. through Monday through Tuesday until 4:34 p.m. So that brought us like right here. And then we have the 16th too. I would mark your calendar for the 16th as we're heading to the full Aries moon. Now you also rolled Sagittarius, and the moon will be in Sagittarius starting on Sunday, October 6th, 7:34 p.m. through Monday the 7th, Tuesday the 8th, into early morning, about 5:30 in the morning on Wednesday the 9th. You also rolled Libra. Now we know we have a Libra full new moon this month, and that is on the 2nd of October. But the moon goes into Libra at 6:20 p.m. on Tuesday, the 1st of October, through the 2nd and through the 3rd until early, about 7:22 a.m. on the 4th. Okay, so these are power times for you, Capricorn, and I'm just excited for you, Capricorn. I think it's going to be a big relief for you, this change that's coming. Just don't resist it. Don't try to hold on too hard to the past stuff. Make sure that those things that you're holding on to don't control you completely, okay? Take your power back from it, and have a fabulous month.